Hello and welcome again. This week we will be covering another Bryan guide. Thank you for those who tuned in last time for one of my Bryan guides. And for those of you who are new here and missed it, you can see it in the annotation here? Here, yes. I will put it there. Yes, so last week we covered Bryan 101 fundamentals regarding his key moves, his strengths, his weaknesses, as well as his punish game. So now that you've got Bryan's moves down and you've figured out how to use them, more or less, I guess, well, what next? Well, as the title suggests, we are going to be covering combos today. You will recall from my last video of Bryan's top 20 fundamental moves that he has a lot of strong counter hits and launching properties on many of his moves. Well, today I'm going to show you just how to convert those moves into big damage. Well, big damage. First, before we get started, I'd like to remind everyone that if you enjoy this video, please like, comment, and subscribe so that I know that you're interested and I will continue putting out more content. And moving on, in this video, we'll be looking over a brief introduction on the importance of combos, combo structure, Bryan's crouch dash. What, crouch dash? Yes, crouch dash. Bryan kind of needs it for his combos. And last but not least, the most important part, combos and his wall enders for his combos. So that's what we're covering today. Oh, and a little disclaimer. This again is for mostly beginner Bryan players as suggested by the name of this title. Please don't get upset with the combos. Some of you advanced or intermediate Bryans. Some of you undoubtedly will say something along the lines of, oh, but this combo is just as easy and it yields more damage. Well, allow me to explain for a second. I have grouped the combos in a few groups as possible, in as few groups as possible that I can think of. And while they are not the most optimal damage combos, they are pretty easy, in my opinion, for beginners to memorize and just get something down so they can get damage off of any of the stray hits that they manage to land. Because I think one of the most daunting things about Tekken, on top of all the moves that you have to know and how to move, is just combos. And I don't want to bog beginners down with, one combo for each specific move. So my goal for this is to simply get beginners started so they can start comboing, get some damage on their opponent. Well, with that out of the way, moving on to the introductions. Alright, I'm going to keep this section as short as possible because most of this is very straightforward. Why are combos important and why do we need them? Well, there are two reasons I can think of. Simply put, they allow you to convert certain attacks into big damage that otherwise are very weak as single hitting attacks. Very easy to understand. Here's an example. Would you rather have this? Or would you rather have this? That's what I thought. Yeah, you definitely want more damage because, name of the game, take away your opponent's health. Done. Point two. Oftentimes, combos will allow you to put your opponent in a disadvantageous situation, i.e. pushing them towards the wall and putting them onto the ground and pushing you away from the wall. With movement and precise timing, you can kind of wiggle your way away from the wall, but a single combo can achieve just that in very little time while at the same time damaging your opponent. So, with that, I guess we're done with this part. I don't know why I put an introduction here, but I put an introduction here. So, yeah. Alright, here we are going to cover Tekken's combo structure. There is a general rule of thumb on how combos are more or less constructed as to yield the best amount of damage. And the reason I want to kind of go over this is just so you have an understanding of why some combos are the way they are, and perhaps it'll be easier and help you remember or memorize these combos. First, there is the launcher of sorts. This can be a generic launcher that shoots your opponent into the air. Or number 2, it could be a bounce up. It forces your opponent to bounce off the ground. Or it can be a crumple stun. Or something else, because I'm sure I'm probably forgetting something. So the second point is the filler in a combo. This is some attack that helps you either pick your opponent up higher for more hits, or just straight up tacks on more damage. This can come in a variety of flavors, but for the sake of Bryan, usually this is going to be his down back 2. 3. There is the screw. This is a specific attack that will spin your opponent in the air and forcing them to hit the ground with a mini bounce. This, in essence, will allow you to tack on more damage and more hits. And 4th, another filler, or this can just be the end of the combo where you use a combo ender. In which case this is usually a single hard-hitting attack, or it can be a sequence of attacks that finishes very strong. So when you put it all together, you have the first hit, which is the launcher, then you have the next hit, which is the filler, and then you have the third hit, which is the screw, and then the 4th hit, which is another filler, or you can just have an ender. So with that in mind, keep just kind of in the back of your mind how these combos are structured, and you'll kind of get a sense of them. Alright, so the last topic to cover before we get to the fun bread and butter combos is going to be Bryan's crouch dash. So I did not cover this in the Bryan 101 fundamentals, as the video was already 40 something minutes long, so I didn't want to inundate the beginners with more information. So I've decided to tack on this topic here. Now, what I'm going to go over is by no means the full unabridged version of Bryan's crouch dash, but rather it's really just kind of how it's used in combos. So Bryan has a crouch dash, and it is activated normally with quarter circle forward. Now, out of this quarter circle forward, he has a multitude of moves that he can do. But for the purpose of this video, we're mostly interested in 3 of the moves that come out of his crouch dash. And they are quarter circle forward 2-1, or crouch dash 2-1, crouch dash 4-1-2, and crouch dash 3-4. These will be the enders. So keep this in the back of your mind. Now, I want to say also that quarter circle forward is not the only way for Bryan to gain access to his crouch dash. He has this attack, back 3. It looks very, wait, no, this way. It looks very awkward hitting mid. During this attack, if you hit forward immediately at any point, you will enter into a crouch dash, as you can see by this example. Damn, this camera is hard. But this way. I should use right hand. This way. You can do crouch dash if you do back 3 and then hit forward immediately. So in essence, the command is back 3 forward. I dare say that the majority of Bryan's enders are going to end with a back 3 forward and then some attack. Probably some 85% of it. So get real used to this. Back 3 forward and back 3 forward 2-1, back 3 forward 4-1-2, or back 3 forward 3-4. Okay, so the first combo that we're going to cover is a giant umbrella that incorporates 10 of Bryan's launchers, and they are up +4, i.e. orbital heal, forward 4-1, sidestep 1, while standing 1, down forward 3, aka snake edge. I probably shouldn't put this here, but I'm putting snake edge in here. counter hit back 1, counter hit forward 3, counter hit 3 plus 4, counter hit 1 plus 2, 2, the second hit, and while standing 3 counter hit. And the combo is as follows. After your launcher, whichever you choose, is going to be down back 2 for the filler, forward 1, also going to be another filler, back 2 4 for the screw, dash, and for the ender, back 3 forward 2 1. Now, there's one thing I'd like to make a note of in here, which is forward 2 1. So back 3 forward 2 1 can be replaced with back 3 forward 4 1 2. And this will not give as high of a wall splat when it does hit the wall, but instead it will give you more horizontal distance for Bryan to carry his opponent. So do keep that in mind. The other thing that I would like to note is after sidestep 1, you will want to sidestep in whichever direction will realign you back to your opponent. So if you sidestep left to do sidestep 1, then you'll have to sidestep right. If you sidestep right, then you'll have to sidestep left in order to realign. The same goes for forward 3. After forward 3, usually your opponent's going to move to Bryan's right, so you'll have to realign. And that's basically it. This is going to be the bread and butter combo for a big chunk of Bryan's moves. All right, the next combo number 2, only has 2 launchers. Quarter circle back 4, aka soccer kick, and counter hit 1 2 1. So the last hit of this string has to be a counter hit in order for this to work. And the combo is as follows. Down back 2 for the filler, 1 2 4 for the screw, dash, down 3 2 for the ender. And yeah, that's it for this combo. Only 2 launchers for this combo. And that wraps it up. So combo number 3 has 3 launchers. Counter hit quarter circle back 2 4. So the 4 has to be the counter hit here. Counter hit forward 4 4, aka mock kick. And counter hit full crouch down forward 4, aka northern cross. And the combo is as follows. After any of these attacks, immediately dash, down back 2 for the filler, forward 1, also a filler, 3 3 4 as the ender. So you'll notice here we don't have a screw, and the reason is all of these attacks, all of these launchers are considered a screw. So you're using the screw at the beginning of the combo. Therefore, you don't have access to a screw later on in the combo. I probably should have put this earlier on in terms of combo structure, but know that if you use a screw as the first part of the combo, then you can't access the screw again, because otherwise it's just busted. You get so much damage, you get 2 screws in attack. But yeah, that's it. Combo number 3, only 3 launchers. So the 4th combo only has 1 launcher, jet upper, forward back 2. And the combo goes forward plus 1 plus 2 as the filler, forward 1, also a filler, back 2 4 as the screw, dash, back 3 forward 2 1 as the ender. And that's it. That's it. Combo number 4 done. Just 1 launcher, 1 combo. Combo number 5. While standing 2, forward 2, aka Fisherman Slam. And the combo goes back 2 1 4 for the screw, dash, back 3 forward 2 1 for the ender. the simplest combo, I feel like, here. This is a monstrous damaging combo because it starts with Fisherman Slam, which already on its own does 40 something damage just as a launcher, which is massive. Alright, combo number 6, the final combo, is going to come out of Bryan's back 1+2 launcher, which is his Rage Drive. So when in Rage, after his launcher, the combo is as follows: forward for 3, holding the 3 until it releases on its own, dash, down back 2 for the filler, forward 1 for the filler, back 3, forward 2-1 to end the combo. And that's it. There you have it. 6 combos for majority of Bryan's launchers, and yeah, 6 combos, 90% of the launchers. So the last topic that I want to talk about here is Bryan's wall ender, or his wall combos rather. His 2 enders, for the sake of simplicity, I want to say, are going to be back 3, forward 3-4, and down back 1+2. And I'm going to explain a little bit, as concisely as possible, what each of these are for. So for maximum damage, you want to use Bryan's back 3, forward 3-4 at the end of combos. And as a side note, the 4 and the forward 3-4 can be ever so slightly delayed to give you more damage on your combos. For any combos that push your opponent really far away that you might not be able to land the back 3, forward 3-4, you can use down back 1+2. This is a super reliable wall ender because it hits pretty low to the ground. So even if your opponent has started to slide all the way down, or you've used some of your wall hits for your combos already, down back 1+2 more often than not will be your reliable wall ender. So in this example you can see that Heihachi is really far out. God damn it, this camera's so hard to fucking really far out, and down back 1+2 still manages to hit him, whereas back 3, forward 3-4 may or may not hit him. So if you're ever unsure, just use down back 1+2, but if your opponent is close, use back 3, forward 3-4. Go. Alright guys, that does about it for the beginner Bryan combos. If you have any questions, please add into the comments. Anything, if you're not sure or you're struggling with a combo, don't hesitate. And again, if you enjoyed this content and you want to see more of it, please go ahead and like, comment, or subscribe. I always try to answer questions, and anybody who might be new and not sure how something is done, don't hesitate at all to leave a comment. I'll make sure to get back to you guys. Well, thanks again, and thank you for watching. This is Peter, and I'm signing out. Peace.